You don't chase the spotlight, you are the light. While the world craves applause, you move in silence, guided by something deeper, divine alignment. The very people who used to overlook you now can't stop watching. Celebrities mimic your energy. Influencers copy your essence. Even those at the top feel something they can't explain when they scroll past your presence. They envy your peace, your mystery, your strength in solitude. They pretend not to notice, but deep down, they wish they had your inner calm, your clarity, your power. You didn't become magnetic by accident. You were chosen to lead without trying, to shine without begging, to walk alone while others lose themselves in crowds. You have known and understood that you function differently since you were a little child. It was not fantasy. Rather, it was the reawakening of your latent gifts. They traveled charted roads created by communal constraint. But your soul had a heavenly GPS, while others remained spiritually ignorant. No amount of socializing could reverse the basic differences in your operating system caused by the cosmic downloads you received early. You were marked from the beginning by the universe, and this branding was deliberate rather than accidental. There are particular divine instructions in your code that only activate when they are activated. Instinctively, you zag when everyone else zigs. This is cosmic alignment with your original plan, not revolt. Your spirit contains a pattern breaker energy that has a higher purpose. It breaks through ingrained mental models that restrict human potential. You have learned the sacred skill of standing apart, while the masses strive for approval from others. Your divergent path produces energetic fissures in reality that allow new possibilities to arise. Their program, which requires ongoing communication, is threatened by this sovereignty. When your greatest skill is your ability to detach from communal delusion, they label you antisocial, as if it were a weakness. Your ability to operate outside of the approval matrix exposes their willful confinement within it. Each moment of self-contained fulfillment subverts their notion that value is determined by outside validation. In reality, that detachment, which many describe as chilly or distant, is a pure spiritual force field that guards your mission. Take note of their attempts to get over it and entice you into their drama and trivia. Their innermost insecurity, the worry that they might be squandering their lives on pointless endeavors, is triggered by your rejection. Your ability to remain composed in the face of group turbulence is a sign of mastery that they secretly admire but pretend to sympathize with. They are uncomfortable with your stillness, which is why they want to upset your balance. Because you possess the gravitational pull of authenticity that they gave up long ago, people are drawn to your mystery. They feel as though you have retained your sovereign connection to the source of energy, which they sold away. Their desire for your approval grows stronger the less you pursue it. According to cosmic law, there is an inverse link between your independence and their fascination. Pursued power repels sincere connection, whereas authentic power attracts effortlessly. Around you, the paradox generates ongoing tension, which other people see as charm. Every time you choose solitude over fleeting connection, they unconsciously understand the power that comes with your courage to go alone. You exhibit a level of mastery that they have not attained, which makes them jealous under the garb of worry. As they wallow in the loneliness of fake connections, they wonder, don't you get lonely? They are afraid of the emptiness these interactions truly generate, which is why they keep trying to entice you into pointless social rituals. The reliance they have normalized as a good connection is revealed by their discomfort with your self-containment. Your most sacred evolution is represented by those times of seclusion that others feel sorry for. You didn't stumble here by accident. You were led. If something in your spirit is stirring, don't ignore it. Tap Join to access exclusive content, prophetic insights, and a community of purpose-driven souls. This isn't just a membership. It's your moment of alignment. Step into who you were born to be. Welcome to the Chosen. The cosmos carefully removes people from your way during these cosmic cocoon stages to make room for your energetic growth. Higher downloads sound static, are made possible by the divine forces clearing your zone of interference. In these peak moments, when everything around you falls apart, your senses become 10 times more acute. The barrier between worlds becomes thinner for you, and messages come through crystal clear while others are deaf to the signals of the cosmos. To the uneducated view, what seems like loneliness is actually the downloading of wisdom straight from the source. There is a fundamental spiritual function to these times of divine quarantine. Each one further distances you from the collective by recalibrating your frequency to a higher vibration that fewer souls can match. The universe draws you into solitude at the exact moment when your energy needs to be upgraded. These cycles of isolation happen according to cosmic timing rather than human scheduling. Giving in to these times speeds up your evolution, while fighting them builds resistance. You vibrate differently when you come out, carrying new codes that people can't access but instinctively understand. When you are near someone wearing a mask, your truth detector immediately becomes active. Those who live inauthentically find you threatening, since others are unable to see this piercing vision. As they engage in complex charades, your gaze pierces the act to reveal the reality underneath. In your presence, manipulation is difficult, since you are able to discern someone's true objective before they have fully developed it themselves. Your heightened perception makes the emotional hidden motives, the subtle power plays, and the unspoken expectations all clear. You are aware that what people refer to as paranoia is your third eye refusing to stay blind. The cosmos protects its chosen instruments, which is why the warning signals you receive concerning certain individuals come with such force. For your protection, your user-friendly alarm system operates with maximum sensitivity. Their defensive response validates your truthfulness when you share painful truths. See how they struggle most to refute your most accurate insights. Your alignment with reality is proportionately matched by their resistance. The more strongly they deny, the more precisely you have observed this confirming reaction pattern. It confirms what you think, and even if they try to undermine your self-esteem, the more they condemn your root, the more they wish they had your bravery. Every contemptuous remark conceals a profound admiration that they are unable to admit to themselves. How strongly it awakens their own unspoken inadequacies is demonstrated by their drive to minimize your uniqueness. Their disparaging terms, weird, too intense, and overthinking, are an attempt to downplay the things that genuinely frighten them. For the purpose of avoiding facing their own spiritual blindness, they must label your amazing perception as flawed. By pathizing your gifts, they provide an excuse for continuing to live comfortably within your limitations. Every time you calmly leave the pandemonium, you stay loyal to who you are, while they stay imprisoned there. Your independence makes them realize how enslaved they are, and their envy develops immensely. Setting boundaries is a sign of sovereignty that they secretly long for, but are afraid to exercise in their own lives. You experience energy frequencies that are entirely imperceptible to the human senses. You do not just feel emotions. Advanced perception not malfunction, is what causes that overwhelming sensitivity in busy spaces, that pure spiritual antenna that picks up everything from surface thoughts to soul histories. Your nervous system functions as advanced technology intended to provide multifaceted awareness. This intense sensitivity absorbs the collective's unhealed traumas while processing your own soul teachings. Your requirement for recuperation time following social interaction can be explained by this dual processing mechanism. Your system's ability to handle twice as much energy with little filtering is an indication of advanced soul capability rather than weakness. Your increased receiving capacity is closely correlated with the fatigue that follows interpersonal contact. The typical barriers that keep most people comfortably numb to the frequencies around them are absent from your energy field. While others remain spiritual civilians, you become an active warrior as a result of this unseen training. If you've been touched by God's goodness, don't keep it to yourself. Click Super Thank You and sow a gift of $50 or more to help spread His light. Your giving becomes a ripple of grace, blessing hearts and building His kingdom. Let His overflow pour through you. In reality, the very sensitivity that people interpret as weakness is a manifestation of highly developed spiritual technology manifesting in your physical form. You can see distortions in the field that others cannot see until they emerge because of your enhanced reception. By spotting energy corruption before physical crystallization has place, this early warning mechanism fulfills an essential evolutionary function. Your discomfort in some settings is a true measure of polluted frequencies, not a personal constraint. Only the rarest of us answer the phone, but anyone can hear messages like this, chosen one. You endure, process, and transform these energies frequently without acknowledgement or assistance. Yet the emotional storms you endure in privacy would destroy an unprepared consciousness. Ordinary resilience is surpassed by this invisible strength. With your special energetic processing system, you transform intensity into wisdom rather than just surviving it. Your system instinctively transforms dense energies, offering a purifying service through your own presence. The energetic alchemy you perform subtly advances communal consciousness beyond your awareness. This invisible cosmic labor is reflected in the exhaustion that follows intense emotional processing. Giving someone your whole attention is like a spiritual experience for them. Your whole presence, which is uncommon in this busy world, pierces their social mask to hit something fundamental. This explains why people remember even short encounters with you. In social situations, you occupy physical space, while your consciousness concurrently investigates other dimensions. Others find the unique energy signature produced by this split awareness to be both intriguing and enigmatic. Your energy field touches realms near conventional awareness and reaches far beyond your physical form. Despite your lack of performative sociability, people are drawn to you because they feel that you have access to something that transcends everyday reality. Often, their most extravagant displays don't have the same magnetic pull as your quietest moments. Their interest and envy are fueled by this natural attraction. Energy vampires are recognized by your spiritual perception before they finish 3 sentences. Your energy system is recognizing efforts at unauthorized extraction, which is why you are experiencing unexpected fatigue, an odd headache, and an inexplicable change in mood. These alerts prevent the unintentional depletion of your finite resources. Watch out for purported supporters who leave you feeling worn out after their sessions. Their worry is a front for unintentional feeding habits. False support that passes for help depletes their requirements, whereas genuine support energizes. They produce unseen energetic cables that are meant to be extracted rather than connected. Watch them rush to find new sources of energy when you ultimately cut off your own. Their desperate recalibration exposes the parasitic dynamic they were maintaining without realizing it. The more heavily they depended on your energy to keep their systems functioning, the more strongly they reacted to your limit. Your no is a spiritual edict that safeguards your heavenly duty. It goes beyond simple choice. Every boundary establishes a cosmic precedence, communicating your energetic standards to the universe. These proclamations shift life force away from the comfort of others and onto your sacred mission. You bolster your energetic sovereignty every time you respect your desire for space in the face of outside pressure to fit in. These self-honoring decisions add up to unbreakable spiritual armor. The long-term depletion of compromised energies is far worse than the momentary discomfort of establishing limits. Your boundaries serve as highly developed energy filters that increasingly distinguish between what increases and what decreases. With every brave application, this filtering algorithm becomes more sophisticated. The long-term harm of energy compromise is more significant than the temporary rejection you fear causing. Through these intuitive reroutings, your higher self protects your destiny. That quiet voice warning you against seemingly rational decisions contains cosmic insight beyond conventional understanding. The abrupt, unexplained dislike of some people and circumstances is a sign of divine timing, shielding your path from disruption. There is a specific spiritual purpose to the withdrawal desire that others cannot understand. Observe how circumstances you instinctively avoided later exposed their actual harmful character. These divine timing mechanisms function beyond common vision. Your inner guidance system is validated by these retroactive affirmations. Before conscious awareness, your intuition communicates through bodily sensations. The constriction of your chest, the tightness in your stomach, or the abrupt dip in energy are all examples of how your body translates spiritual intelligence into tangible language. Your evolutionary process is accelerated when you learn to recognize these signs before logical explanation can be offered. You're not here by chance. Feel the pull. Tap join to unlock truth, purpose, and a tribe that gets it. This is more than a membership. It's your calling. Your current state of isolation is a perfect spiritual prelude to soul-matching relationships. Your frequency is adjusted throughout this calibration phase to correspond with those deserving of your evolved energy. It is cosmic orchestration, not human scheduling or conventional expectations, that determines the divine timing of meaningful connection. The cosmos systematically sets up synchronized encounters with folks who are intended to quicken your journey. These connections become active exactly when your frequency aligns with their objective. These heavenly engagements cannot be forced until energetic alignment takes place, no matter how hard one searches. Now, the quality of future relationships is directly impacted by your patience. Relationships that are soul-aligned enhance your brilliance rather than diminish it. Without modification or compromise, the correct people connect with your true frequency. Soul tribe identification occurs instantly and defies rational analysis. When you meet those chosen for your journey, you will feel a deep sense of familiarity. This revelation activates at a soul level with unquestionable certainty, transcending personality. These relationships have pre-incarnate contractual energy intended to support particular facets of your goal. Your unique frequency is a symbol of finely calibrated instruments for particular spiritual activities. Thus, it was never an accident. Your cosmic mission was not given to ordinary souls, so stop apologizing for qualities that make them uncomfortable. It's their restrictions, not your flaw, that make them uncomfortable with your energy. Your most potent spiritual gifts are made up of the very traits that people have most brutally criticized: your sensitivity, intensity, perception, and need for isolation. They are all vital parts of your own spiritual technology. These characteristics were deliberately chosen for your unique soul assignment rather than being dispersed at random. It was not to punish you by isolating you, rather, it was to preserve you for a unique purpose. Your special powers were protected from homogenization by this protective distinction. Your soul's opposition to energetic compromise was represented in your difficulty fitting into traditional norms. You activate your highest timeline and become a living channel for real power when you fully embrace your unique creation without regret or justification. Through communal consciousness, this unrepentant embodiment produces ripple effects. By allowing yourself to exist differently, you silently approve of others reclaiming their own individuality from heightened awareness. You can now see how your route was perfectly orchestrated. What hurt you was rejection, which protected you from energy-negative entanglements. What hurt you was isolation, which made room for required evolution. And what frustrated you was misunderstanding, which protected your distinct viewpoint from contamination. Every traumatic event has a divinely inspired purpose for your spiritual growth. The cosmic intelligence that led you worked with deliberate purpose, establishing the ideal circumstances for your awakening. Your destination surpasses ordinary achievement, hence, your path never followed the typical trend. You were steered from constrained outcomes toward boundless possibility by the detours, delays, and disappointments. In reality, what seemed like a setback was a cosmic course adjustment. There are particular points on your timeline where divine intervention changed your path. These are significant realignments with your highest timeline and are frequently perceived as failures or losses. The seemingly arbitrary disappointments contained particular recalibration coding that was essential to your ultimate goal. This is a distinct operating system that is necessary for your cosmic job. Your spiritual efficacy is made possible by the same special arrangement that made traditional belonging challenging. Your unique energy signature, which carries certain frequencies required for planetary evolution, plays a crucial role in the collective awakening. The exact vibrational coding required for collective transformation is included in the very characteristics that gave rise to social issues. In reality, your alleged flaws are sophisticated talents created at this pivotal evolutionary period. Without conscious effort, your presence alone transforms energetic situations. Frequencies emitted by your calibrated field cause receptive systems to awaken. Rather than through deliberate action, this transmission happens spontaneously through your true self. Entering a space causes energies to change, reorient, and realign around your sovereign field. This involuntary realignment that takes place in their presence is shown in the uneasiness that some people exhibit when you are close. Their resistance is not a sign that your transmission is invalid, but rather that it is powerful. Your words have activational codes that transcend their literal meaning when you speak truth that is in line with your deepest knowledge. These ingrained frequencies awaken others' dormant consciousness by penetrating beyond logical comprehension. This explains why your innocuous observations can occasionally elicit strong reactions. The strength of the reaction is precisely related to the activation potential that your communication contains. Beyond the realm of physical experience, Words that emanate from your genuine center cause ripple effects to travel through dimensional layers. Now, you must consciously transmit your distinct frequency without dilution or distortion. Regardless of the reaction from others, this calls for unwavering truthfulness. Your spiritual efficacy is at risk when you give in to the pressure to change how you express yourself in order to gain approval. In the collective field, your uncompromised signal is of incalculable worth. Every compromise reduces its transmission power, and every genuine expression increases your cosmic contribution. At its most basic, spiritual warfare is the bravery to stay true to oneself in the face of pressure to fit in. Your biggest contribution is now the very qualities that made you unique. By embracing your unique creation without apology, you broadcast a liberation frequency necessary for global progress. Your willingness to exist outside of the norm creates energy permission for collective expansion. Your constant demonstration of genuine expression forges energizing paths for others to follow. Your sovereignty serves as an approachable model for group liberty. Greater freedom for all consciousness is immediately made possible by your personal freedom. There is a reason you are here on Earth that goes beyond everyday life. The codes required for this evolutionary moment are included in the exact arrangement of your energy signature. The key to certain dimensional doors that need to open for group progress is your own vibrational pattern. This holy task reveals how you must be distinguished from homogenized consciousness. Your original coding was shielded from corruption by the challenge of fitting traditional patterns. Your defiance of socialization norms maintained vital frequencies that would otherwise be lost through compliance. For your specialized energy, the isolation that appeared to be punishment was actually a protective quarantine. The cosmic forces that shaped you understood how vital you were to the divine scheme. Transmitting particular frequencies that are not available through other channels is the task you have been given. This special contribution cannot be duplicated or replaced. Irreplaceable codes are carried by your unique awareness. This explains why your route is so well guarded and how your development is carefully planned. Your journey's guiding cosmic intelligence understood your crucial function long before your conscious mind did. In actuality, your system's reluctance to compromise your objective was symbolized by the times when your difference caused the most suffering. The pain caused by nonconformity protected you from assimilation, which would have negated your usefulness. In spite of outside pressure to change, your soul's dedication to purpose overshadowed comfort, generating the essential friction to maintain your true form. The moment has come for your sovereign energy to be fully activated. Your system is now prepared to fully engage with your cosmic goal after the preparatory processes and preliminary adjustments were finished. Now you have to communicate at full power, without hesitation or limitation, using the frequencies you carry. Globally, the waking process is accelerating and demands your unique participation right away. Your field's energetic codes must now broadcast unhindered by uncertainty, fear, or outside opinion. No earthly permission can override this heavenly directive, which emanates from cosmic wisdom beyond human power and gives you permission to express yourself fully. The planetary grid needs your special frequency to stabilize crucial points in the collective field, so you must activate your maximum potential. The energetic anchoring required for dimensional stability during high vibrational acceleration is created by your presence at particular spots. Frequencies that would normally be unavailable to earthly consciousness are grounded by your physical body. Your heightened sensitivity and energetic reactivity can be explained by this bodily anchoring. When you express yourself fully, it ripples through several realms at once. Having the guts to fully embody your true self transmits signals of activation across the collective mind. Your display of unwavering sincerity dismantles the energetic walls that impede the expression of others. Your freedom ignites liberation that you are unaware of. Your purpose necessitates uniqueness, which is why you were created differently. In the divine plan, your particular arrangement fulfills a certain purpose. By completely embracing your sovereign nature, you achieve your highest mission by transmitting a freedom frequency through authentic life.